Okay. All right. I'll pray.
Thank you.
Dear Heavenly Father, we're grateful to be able to meet together today. We're grateful that we're able to spend time with our families and celebrate Thanksgiving tomorrow. And please bless us that we can have a good meeting, learn about the case. Please bless all of our families, that they'll be safe from harm, and that we'll be able to have an enjoyable break. And we say these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. I've got a thought. If you guys are cool with that.
Yeah, sounds good.
This morning I get a phone call. I'm in the singles ward here in 6 o'clock. Usually I like to sleep. He had some issues come up with their car. She would take it in. She's planning on going on a road trip. And so she's like, so that sucks. And so I'm needing to like drop my car off at this other place that I actually trust, because I had never been to this place and they diagnosed it with this, whatever. And so she took it over to this other place. So I got all her over there, made sure she had it. Wrong.
Is he breaking up?
Yeah.
And Devin, your voice is like super chattery. We can barely hear you. I think we missed the whole story.
Did you? Is there anything I can do if I took my picture off? Do you think it would? Whatever.
Maybe. Well, just now your voice was fine.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, a girl I home teach, her car was acting up. She took it in. It was misdiagnosed that it was leaking oil into the cooling system of the car, or the antifreeze. And so we took it to another place. The guy knew what he was talking about, took care of her, and was able to fix the car. But he said that there was nothing wrong with the cooling system, that it was misdiagnosed and that it just needed to be drained. And so he fixed it and took care of her. But I guess the lesson, the thought there is, take care of others, and they'll take care of you, kind of a thing. And I don't know if the other guy, if there really was something that he was seeing, or if he was dishonest or what, but she had called her boss and said, who should I go to that you trust? And he said, me and so go to this other guy, and he's always taking care of us. He's always been honest. He's the one that ended up with the business because he's honest and takes care of people. So I think has spiritual application as well. As long as we're honest and we're doing what we're supposed to, the Lord will take care of us. And so anyways, yeah, that's my thought.
Oh, thank you.
Cool. Sorry, I had to say it twice.
No worries.
Just a second. Okay. So should David Vivero raise money now? Yes or no? What do you guys think?
I would say probably yeah.
I said yeah.
Yeah, me too.
What should he do with the money? I said that he should hire another VP and put him in charge of the real-time application to get that started. And then I said that he should hire some more sales staff to do calls and stuff because they're making a lot of revenue by calling brokers and stuff like that.
Definitely.
And then just like developing more of the technology for the website like he's been doing. That's what I said.
Yeah, and I guess yeah, hire some more people to keep like the customers they already have, since I mean they since they changed the system as well. Like they had like pay per account, and now they had like a monthly trial. So that would help to keep the customers they already have.
Yeah, mine was kind of combining the two. Mine was focus. I like the VP idea. I didn't think of that, but mine was build the sales force, and then your customer. What do you call it? Customer service, and working on that and building that kind of that aspect of the company.
Cool. So it said that we need to read on page 7 the paragraph.
Mm-hmm.
So it says, I tried to raise funds from Sand Hill Road venture capitalists in October and November. They liked our team and our idea, but they told me to come back when I had proved the model in more than one city, demonstrated lifetime customer value well in excess of average customer acquisition cost, and had reliable data on my sales cycle and conversion funnel. Why do investors care about customer lifetime value, customer acquisition cost, and sales conversion data? So, I mean, obviously, they want the customer lifetime value because the longer you keep your customers for, you're going to be making constant revenue from loyal customers.
Definitely. Yeah, what case was it that they were spending like how much per customer? It was only bringing like $10 in. So, I mean, how much are you spending to get new customers? Is it like really adding up? So, if you have like a good ratio, it makes sense to go into business. But if you're spending too much to get one customer and it's not bringing enough money, I guess that can make a difference in the data.
Yeah, and the value of that customer, if they're not going to bring it in over several years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that those numbers are they're able to show you like how good your idea is and how good your business model is. Because it doesn't really matter if you think the business idea is super great. It matters what the customers think. And the customer acquisition cost, that shows you like if your business model is validated or not.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, I think it is because I mean they have a really low burn rate. They don't spend very much money, and they're starting to make a lot more revenue. So, I think all those things are important. Sales conversion data.
With that, I was just thinking that kind of goes along with the cost of the customer. At least the time cost, anyways, because it's like how many people do you have to contact in order to get one? So yeah, I think that's important to see. Just like what is it that we're going to have to invest to get new customers? Yeah.
Cool. So what's the customer life value of a RentJuice customer?
Okay, so 440 times. So I think was the equation like revenue times gross margin divided by the churn rate? Was that it?
I think so.
So for this one, I got 868.
Okay.
So I did like 440 times the 0.75 for the gross margin divided by 0.38 for the annual churn.
Okay.
So that's 8. So that's 868. What though?
0.42. Sorry. Oh, so
Yeah. So is that? How does that number?
That's dollars. You're talking
yeah.
$842.
So I think that's like the cost they're making. I was a little confused when I saw that video, so I'm not 100% sure.
Mm-hmm. 5
So
office.
I guess that would be the profit that they're making off of the average customer's, the customer life.
That's what I think.
Okay.
I'm a little confused with where it's talking about the monthly revenue. When it says it's $440 of revenues, hang on, RentJuice's customers averaged 5 agents per office and about $440 of monthly revenue. Does that mean the customer averages 440 and there's 5 agents required for that, or is it saying?
Yeah, that's the customer average.
Okay. Sorry, I just was confused by that. Okay.
I'm gonna look up that equation.
Yeah, me too.
Let's just go with what you said, Tommy.
Okay.
Cool.
I think that sounds right.
Well, I found this one online. It's a little different. The calculator says the average order value, and it gives me repeat purchase rate and the customer acquisition cost. So he does give us that. So, little, but do we have the repeat purchase rate, or would that be the 440, or is that the 75%?
Gross margin. No, that's not I don't think it's gross margin. I think monthly revenue. Yeah, I think it's the 440 because that's what they're bringing in.
Okay. And what about the average order value? Maybe I'll use a different calculator. In the video, he did say that there's a lot of. I mean, some people do it differently.
Okay.
No.
Should we have multiplied the 440 by 12 to calculate?
A year?
Yeah. It just seems like if it's 868, then if that's our CLV, then that's way lower than the cost of acquiring a customer.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Because
lifetime value.
Yeah, because
we're not talking about 1 month. We're talking about a lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
The cost of acquisition is 2,300. So the average or the lifetime value of a customer has to be a lot more than that.
So what is it? 842. That was.
So if you multiply 440 by 12, and then you multiply that by the gross margin, divide it by the annual churn, you get like 10,400.
for a 1 year period, right?
Okay, I think that would make more sense.
Well, it would be for 1 year, but because you're, I guess because you're dividing it by the 38% annual churn, it's just kind of like calculating like
Yes.
Oh,
how many customers am I going to lose,
Hmm.
and then so I think it's probably the 10,400 is going to be the average lifetime, like how much revenue you're going to get from this customer total.
Customer service.
Okay.
I think, I don't know.
and I don't know that it said anything about them lasting longer than a year, but we're talking about annual churn, so that like we're dividing by an annual number there, and so we do need to have the monthly revenue converted to annually or to an annual number as well.
Yeah.
So I think we're right on right there.
Well, doing that, it's 10,421.
Okay, cool.
So I think that sounds more, at least, I don't know if it's right, but closer.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Should we move on then?
Yep.
Good.
Okay. How well is the sale funnel at RentJuice working? What can you think of to improve it, and how can you reduce CAC?
So I'm trying to fill out my.
What's the sale funnel again?
The sales funnel is the thing where they all are. It's the conversion of like you have to call 85 people. Out of those 85 people, you get 19 people who agree to listen, and then only 2 of them sign up.
Is there a way to look up how much I put?
Yeah, I mean, I would just say like get better salespeople and do good at keeping your customers. Because I mean, calling 100 people and only getting 2, that's kind of low, I would say.
Yeah, I agree. I think that having the right kind of sales force in place can improve that number. But I mean, at the same time, like I don't know, I kind of do this with sales because I like knock on doors,
Mhm.
and it's like I know that every 20 doors I knock, I'm gonna get a sale, and so it's like, and then out of those 20 doors, I'll probably have 10 to 15 actually listen to me. And so I know that as long as I'm putting in the time, like I will be making those accounts. And you think about the time that it takes to knock on 20 doors. Like for me, it takes about 4 hours if I'm pitching people, and getting a good pitch in.
What do you
Or
say?
not 4. I'm sorry, like 2 hours. And so that's so basically like what I'm trying to get at is like is it worth your time? Like
Mhm.
if 80 people takes him 1 day and he's making 1 or 2 sales a day, 10,000 yearly, that's 20 grand annual, and then times that by 300 days a year, it could be good. I don't know.
That's a good
What
point.
do you sell, Devin?
You said what do I sell?
Yeah.
Pest control.
What company?
Yeah, it's called Home Shield out of Nashville.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm a manager in here.
Nice.
I'm gonna do pest control sales in Minneapolis this summer.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, for
Good
Aptive.
for you. Good for you, man.
I mean,
Have you?
is it worth it? Sorry. Like I've always been a little iffy about like I've wanted to, but like I feel like it's too good to be true. Like does it actually work out or?
for
think
for
it
me,
just
it
depends
has.
on
I
the
think
person.
yeah, I agree.
This will be my
I
first
really
time,
didn't
so I
want
don't know.
to. When I got back from my mission, my brother had horror stories of trying sales. He was like, dude, if I have to do this another day, I'm literally going to kill myself. And so like, I was like, I never want to try that. Like, that sounds awful.
Mm-hmm.
And, but my dad was really good friends with the owner of Home Shield here in Nashville. And so I got back from my mission. I was going crazy. I was like home like 3 days. And my mom was like, oh, we should go do this. We should go do that. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I can't be home anymore. Like, and then my dad was on the phone with the guy and said, hey, Dad, ask EB if he wants me to work for him. He said, hey, you want him to work for you? He said, yeah, have him come in Thursday. So I was like, all right, well, I'm going to give it a try. And my first summer, I actually did really well. And so, you know, I only got to sell like the last half of the summer. So I sold like 2 months, made quite a bit of money. So I tried it again the second summer, and did really well as the number one salesman in the company. They only have 2 offices, so I was out of like 30 guys, but still, you know, I did well. And so I don't know. I think it takes kind of the right kind of personality, but also kind of like, are you dedicated to actually getting out and knocking? That's really kind of the thing I've seen with guys.
That's probably what I'm doing around then. Okay.
Cool, thank you.
Just double check.
Yeah, dude.
I think I might look it up.
Are you in Rexburg, Tommy?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want, you can. My the guy that I'm going with, he's in Rexburg, and he can take you out to dinner and tell you all about it. It sounds like a pretty good deal.
So you said it's in the summer, like
Mhm.
spring semester.
So from April to September, or end of August.
You ate it.
See, that's where I'm torn. Like, I don't know whether just to finish school or take the time off.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I think that for some people they like change your track, and that you can take like online classes while you're there, because you'll probably have time like in the mornings to do classes and stuff like that. But
That's cool.
So do I need to call my
Yeah, because
verify
because I'm doing this semester, then I have one more, and then I do IBC, and I'm done. So it's like I'm a little torn.
yeah. I have winters. I do fall, winter, so I have spring semester off. So that's how it works. Are you married?
I
Are you married?
I was gonna say
Yeah. And I go school year round.
No.
I was doing I had winter spring semesters as my setup, and so I just I took one online class during each of my summers so I could keep myself enrolled, and then I would just get into classes on my off track and take those. That way I could take advantage of the summer semester or the summer time and make money. So yeah.
That's good.
Thank you.
So definitely weigh out your options. I definitely agree. Like talk to Aptive. I know they have good deals. I mean, I'm happy to talk to you. I manage a team here, so I can talk to you too. But like talk to different people, figure out what's going to be best for you and where you want to be, and then pray about it. Figure out where the Lord wants you, and let that kind of be the basis for your decision.
That's a good point. Thanks, man.
Yeah. All right, so let's see. Where are we at? Are we on number 5?
Yeah, number 5.
Sales funnel, RentJuice working. To improve it. How can you? Yeah, I think we kind of talked about that with improving the sales force. Maybe training, implementing incentive systems, things like that.
Yeah, I think for one employee to call 100 people and get 2 sales, that's not terrible, especially if they hire 10 or 15 more sales employees. They're going to be getting hopefully two sales each a day. That adds up pretty quickly.
That's true.
And like with what you guys, there was that one spot that talked about how a senior salesman can make $100,000 in a year, and if they're making that off 2 calls with 100 calls and just getting 2 sales out of each of those calls, that's still pretty good. But if they could increase that,
yeah, heck yeah.
because they get 4 times the revenue of each sale. That didn't really make sense.
Okay.
Should we jump on to number 6? Or...
Yeah.
Cool. So how should Vivero respond to the new competition? List all the options you can think of, list the pros and cons of each plan, and as a group decide on the course of action.
So all the options. So
And
they
you
can
cannot-
launch.
Sorry about that.
Go ahead, Devin.
I was going to say they could not do anything. That's one option.
Yeah.
Let's
They can hire a new VP and then launch the app with it.
Yeah.
Or just like what you guys were saying, increase the sales force with the new launch.
Yeah.
Pay a little more for their workers, maybe. That'll be an incentive.
Yeah.
I mean, they could have specific salespeople focus on the what's it called, real time.
Mm-hmm.
Focus on that, contact landlords and give them commission for that too. Even though it's free for landlords to use real time, it'll still generate them revenue because they'll probably start subscriptions as well if they like real time. But I'd like to know what the competitors are charging for their service.
Yeah.
Because it didn't say.
From the way the case was written, it sounds like that's just the main thing they're doing is the landlords. So I don't know how else they're making money. It's got to be a little more expensive. Even better, it's got to be a little bit more expensive than free.
So what do you think the pros and cons are?
So, I mean, for doing nothing, I mean, a new company can just come and take their market square. Maybe. What do you guys feel about the new VP for the app?
I think that would be a good idea.
Yeah. And what about I mean, I don't see many cons because they said in the case that like he kind of
He was just worried about taking too much money from the Series A funding and then spending it too quickly. I just think they need to have some discipline. Maybe take less money than $5 million. But if they're gonna need money in like 6 months anyways, they should just take it now.
Yeah. Might as well spend it now.
Instead of waiting 6 months and then they're gonna have to worry about getting funding again. Take a while to do that. So they should just, if it's a good deal, they should just do it now and just be careful about how they spend.
Run with it.
That's a good point.
Take the money and run,
Yeah.
like Devin always said.
Like I always say.
Just take the cash.
There you go, man.
Cool. Do we all agree on hiring a VP, starting the real-time app, and then hiring more sales staff to continue to get revenue?
I think it's a great idea.
Do the sales staff, are they paid hourly? Or are they just paid on commission? No, it's partial.
I don't know. Well, I know for sure it's almost all commission, but I don't know if it's hourly at all. I don't think it is.
Yeah, I like the idea of commission based. It's better incentive that way.
Yeah, and like, there's really no problem as long as you keep the quality of salesmen up. Like, there's hiring more will just increase the sales force. You don't have to pay it unless they make money.
Yeah. Cool.
Sweet.
Awesome.
All right.
So when can you guys meet later this week?
I'll be consumed tomorrow, but Friday I
Same.
should be able to get on.
Friday's good for me.
I was hoping we could meet on Thanksgiving.
Shit.
So Friday, does the same time work out, or
4:15.
I think that works for me.
Yeah, fine by me.
Awesome.
I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing on Friday.
Enjoy your Thanksgiving, guys.
All right.
All right.
Don't Black Friday shop till you drop.
Yeah. My wife's going to shop till she drops.
Okay.
My wife is working, so it's all on me.
Oh yeah. All right, guys.
Cool.
Take it easy.
Have a good Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Bye.
Happy